Guys, Paul's in our splits right now, and we have a candidate of his that's officially going to the offer, which is super excited. And it's absolute pleasure to kind of help him try to steer this in the right way as possible. It's a bit of a sticky situation, right, Paul? But any latest update here for you? I'm super happy and proud of
Oh,
you.
thank you. Yeah, no really major updates right now. I think they're checking his references. And then once they do that, they're going to send out the actual offer. Because, like, yeah, and then that turned into checking references and getting something more official that he can actually sign. So, yeah, and Preston's been a huge help with helping also coach my candidate through that process.
Yeah, and that's one of the pride and joys, guys. Like especially when the splits, you get to work directly with me and stuff like that. So when you have a candidate that is progressing as late, like Paul, like I literally had a three-way call with Paul and the candidate. I spoke to the candidate with Paul on the line on Friday, and just
Hmm.
been able to kind of always now be like a text away from Paul over the weekend, just literally doing whatever I can to help Paul close this candidate, right? But yeah, super happy for you, Paul. You're the one that found this candidate. You put in that work, and now like I just want to help you get it done. So was there any kind of like main takeaway that you took out of that, Paul, when you were kind of overhearing me kind of go through the
Yeah.
questions with him?
Yeah, I think one of the big things was once you start getting late in the stage with a candidate and it looks like it's going to be like a good fit, again, not counting your chickens before they hatch or whatever, it's important to know everything also about the other processes they're in. So, like, what is the salary range? What are you like kind of up against? That's something that, like, again, I ask at the beginning of like every kind of screening call and like didn't really think too much about it until we got into this late stage. And that's something that Preston asked. And that was like, I'd say, very revealing piece of information that there was such like salary disparity between like the offer that he was like waiting for from this other company that was taking really, really long. He'd been in the process for like 3+ months versus this startup that's like basically ready to give him an offer this week. The process was like 2 weeks, right? Or 3 weeks or something like that. So yeah, the process calls like just really about getting more information every time you talk to your candidate about how they're feeling, getting them excited about the role, like really understanding what their concerns are and then like addressing those concerns. That was like another surprising piece is like finding out the information of salary disparity and then asking, well, what job are you actually most excited about? And then he was kind of like, well, I'm actually most excited about the one that's going to give me the offer first, you know? So that was like a really important piece of information, I guess, for us to kind of
Yeah.
continue to steer
Yeah,
the client, you know?
it's a very unique situation, guys. So like we are in almost like a race to the end here. So he's also late in stages with another company, and this is a massive company, right? Or massive organization, and they move super slowly. And if he gets an offer from this company, they're gonna give him like a salary that's almost like 40 to 50K higher than what Paul's client is offering him right now. And then the candidate literally told us, I'm looking for the first offer, not the best offer. I'm like, you're really willing to walk away from a 40 to 60,000 delta? Like, who would do that? I mean, there are people who do that, absolutely, but like
Yeah.
it's not common, right? Real quick, if you ever thought about starting your own recruitment agency or you're a recruiter struggling to land clients, you'll want to check out our coaching and implementation program. Inside, I give you the exact scripts, the outreach templates, and acquisition systems I used to hit over $500,000 my first year, scale to over $100,000 months, and do over $5 million in placements on my own desk. Our students are already hitting $30,000, $50,000, even $80,000 per month or more. Many of them doing it part-time. So if you want to learn the same playbook, the link's below. It's exactly what I use. Now back to the video. Hey guys, Preston here, and hope you enjoyed this video. Every time I meet someone like Paul that has literally catapulted and got results really fast, I mean, it not only gets me super excited, but just feel so proud of him. Honestly, he came into our program just a little over a month ago, which is crazy. Zero recruitment experience, killing it in his profession, very skeptical. I'm sure like a lot of you who are looking at accelerators programs like ours for the first time. And he came in hard-hitting questions, like grilling me and our coaches and making sure that we can deliver value for him. And to see him go from like zero to now having a pipeline of over $150,000 if he closes everything in just a little over 30 days is pretty remarkable, right? He was able to get his own direct clients, two of them, and they actually end up being amazing companies looking for tough to fill but awesome roles. And then all the other roles, a lot of them are through our own splits community. It's an exclusive community just for our recruiter school clients and students where they can partner with other recruiters and even me and my own agency making it happen. And as you can see, the candidate that's kind of going into an offer is in a very interesting situation. And one of the ways that our splits is very different from all the other splits out there is we're extremely hands-on. We're proud to be hands-on, right? We want to make sure the people who are in there are serious, but also if they put in the work and they have candidates that are progressing past the first, second, third round, going to final, literally I will also use my time to do whatever I can to get that candidate closed. Strategy, I will talk to the candidates as you heard, I literally talked to Paul's candidate. We did a three-way call, and it was a great way for Paul to also listen in on how I do conversations and process calls and offers. And also, like, that was Friday over the weekend. I'm texting Paul back and forth, just doing whatever we can to make sure the candidate not only has a positive experience, but also just trying to get that offer done. I just also heard this morning now that Paul has another candidate, I think, going into the second or possibly third round with another splits role. And to see someone go from zero to like what is recruiting to now having like a full desk, having a good mix of roles on the splits and even his own direct clients, you know, hitting momentum this fast before 2025 is over, before the holidays hit, is awesome. And the great thing about it is I can do my best to teach you how to do things, but it's the people that are able to understand, absorb, and execute. He is there executing. And so that's why we're always so confident. Like, if you execute and you do exactly literally what we tell you, you will get results. And again, I know that, you know, we always like to kind of focus on, you know, people getting results fast. And I love that. And we do whatever we can to get people results fast. But at the end of the day, it's also important to zoom out and remind ourselves that business is a marathon. It's long term. You know, you're going to be doing this for years, maybe the rest of your life. But obviously, as we all know, like, for any business to get any results in the first year is very unlikely. And so that's why we want to do whatever we can to try to accelerate that as much as possible. And that's why it's just always such a blessing to be able to share stories like Paul, who went from like, I don't think this is right for me, or what is recruiting, is this actual viable business, to now running full desk, a little excited, overwhelmed, you know, at the same time. But like, you know, busy is good, especially this early on. And so yeah, just now kind of doing whatever we can to kind of get this first offer closed. The candidate, you know, as you heard a little bit, is in a very interesting situation. He's basically looking for like the first offer to come out. He is in process with other companies, but he is also equally excited about our role, right? So we're just doing whatever we can to guide him and get that offer out as fast as possible. And as Paul's other candidate continues to go through deeper, I will then also be hands-on with Paul and help him get that candidate up and running. So Splits is an amazing way in our community to really like learn what we teach you in our accelerator program, our systems building program, and put things into practice, right? And it's just an amazing resource for people and helping people to get results really, really quickly. And so super proud of him. And yeah, 158,000 pipeline. I would expect that to hit closer to 200K towards the New Year's. But you know, again, if he can do it, you can do it too. He took the leap on himself. He had that confidence. He just listened to what we told him to do, and he's executing. And if he can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it too. And so I'm shooting this right now in the fall of 2025. People say that the fall is dead. Fall is actually when we do our biggest offers right now. At my current agency, we just have 2 offers out that we are trying to close as we speak right now. We're also picking up new clients. Like, companies want to hire now, you know? And so if you do not have momentum, you absolutely should be in momentum now. There is no excuse across the board. There are companies that have a budget and they want to get positions filled before the new year. So this is the perfect time to get momentum, to create that foundation, to end the year off strong, to start off 2026, a brand new year off with confidence. So really excited and grateful to be able to share this. Another fantastic success story over and over and over and over and over again. So we like to kind of stay in our lane, keep our heads down, and just focus on value as much as possible. And wherever and however we can level up our students and clients, we will do whatever we can. So hope you like this video, and we'll see you on the next one.